Good morning. Margaret, Victor, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Gabriel Leung. I'm the Dean of Medicine here. My really only role for the coming 2.5 days is to make sure that you have as comfortable a stay as possible. All the credit of the program goes, of course, to Maria and Tachi, and all the mistakes are, of course, Hong Kong U's and mine alone. So if you find any happiness, go and thank the two of our chairman, and if you are unhappy with anything, come find me. I'm supposed to be very brief because I promised the DG that I will get her to the airport on time, which means that I have to get her out the door in 15 minutes. Today is August 19th. And today is actually World Humanitarian Day. It's quite fitting, isn't it, that we are meeting to talk about how we come up with a new global risk framework to handle not just another Ebola, but perhaps another pandemic. I am actually most scared, personally, by directly transmissible respiratory pathogens. And the ongoing outbreak in Riyadh, and that's why KG Fukuda is not here today, scares me immensely, even more so than Ebola. But today is World Humanitarian Day. It's also 12 years, which is one cycle of the Chinese zodiac calendar from the year of SARS. So it's really quite a propitious day to be starting a meeting on R&D for the next big thing. And by the way, it's also Margaret's Chinese birthday today. It's exactly 12 years, almost to the month, that Hong Kong was declared by WHO as being SARS-free. But we lived through a pretty harrowing few months. And this year, of course, we're still not down to zero yet in West Africa. And I think there is a lot of food for thought in terms of what the R&D community can and should collectively do. This week's cover of The Economist challenges the entire innovation community, what to do about patents, and about really what to do with R&D, in part to do with pharmaceuticals, but more broadly about the whole innovative economy. So I'm not going to belabor this because you're going to be deliberating over the next 2.5 days. It remains for me to, of course, thank the DG for being here, to thank the IOM for choosing Hong Kong U as a venue for your second workshop in this very, very important global commission. And now I give you the Director General of the World Health Organization, Dr. Margaret Chan. But before that, the IOM President, Dr. Victor Chow. Oh, by the way, it's not frequent that you have 3 very different organizations, the host, the sponsor, and the guest, from 3 different continents, 3 different parts of the world, but actually all of whom came from Hong Kong. So it is very fitting that this meeting is held in Hong Kong. So from one Hong Konger to another, Victor.